Hey everyone, welcome to the AllBrands show. I'm Barbara from AllBrands.com, and we have something exciting today, something brand new for AllBrands. We have a new brand of serger. We've been talking a little bit about it, and maybe you have gotten a hint, but yeah, we're opening a new store in Austin, Texas this fall, and we'll be a Baby Lock and a Bernina dealer in that location, but we also sell Baby Lock sergers on our website, www.allbrands.com. So I just want to let you know that we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this broadcast. So if you haven't yet and this is your first time watching, please go ahead and comment #AllBrands to be eligible to win. Now we have some other exciting things going on. My sister-in-law, since we're a family-owned and operated business, is in the Shreveport area. Actually, I think it's in Bossier, Louisiana, but there is the Red River Quilters, and they're setting up for an event. So let's pop in with them and say hey. Hey, girl.
Hi. Hey, everyone. Courtney Dowlett here, and I'm at the Red River Quilt Show. Right now, we are setting up. You get a little sneak peek of our booth. It's pretty.
Ooh, I love that quilt. Who made that?
It matches the beat the 7
cave. Oh, I love it.
I know. We didn't even mean to do that, but when we did, we were happy on the inside. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we have all these goodies. Look at this. Wow. They have been hard at work setting up everything. It has been wonderful. And when they were hard at work, I was setting up the register.
Wow, that's hard work too.
So we've got the B990s. We have all the Berninas. We have Dookie. We have Brother. We have the Avenir, because she travels around with me everywhere I go now. So she is here.
That's the latest and greatest new from Brother.
Latest and greatest. So we have the latest and greatest from Brother, and we have the latest and greatest from Bernina, the B990. Stacy is trying to avoid this camera at all costs right now.
Hey, Stacy. Everyone's saying hi in the comments, Stacy.
Everyone say hi to Stacy.
You.
If you don't know, she is the Bossier City store manager. So she is fantastic. We love Stacy. There's her running. She says hi. So we've got the BQ 3100. We have the Scan & Cut, of course. We have Brother Print Moto over here. We have so many awesome goodies.
Right.
It is amazing. Like literally just goes on and on and on. So this event this quilt show is Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow and Saturday, it is amazing. It's $10 at the door if you want to come hang out. There's so many cool quilts. I've been walking around in awe of all the amazing quilts that there are. Look at this. It's just
wow, it's gorgeous.
I gotta show you my favorite one. Not that I have favorites, but this one,
the colors.
Right?
Wow.
Right. Where am I going? There we go. Right? Oh, okay. Can I show you one more? I have to. Guys, this is my happy.
That's cool. It's like
I'm in Wonderland right now.
Oh, wow.
They did a collaboration quilt for the skyline of Shreveport, and it is the best thing you'll ever see. So it was multiple ladies. I'm running because I don't want to take up your whole show.
No,
run. Okay, I'll run for you guys.
Hey, y'all! I noticed, Courtney, that you're wearing the new Avenir shirt.
I am.
So cool. I love it. Sporting that Avenir pride. I love it. Oh, it's a little blurry, but let me make you full screen. Okay, so it's still a little blurry, but I see some water at the bottom, maybe a bridge on the left,
so it's
the skyline.
So it's this picture.
Oh, goodness. Hey, y'all, let me know in the comments if Courtney is frozen or if it's just because a hurricane came through.
I walked away from our Wi-Fi.
In a pocket, like that quilt is in a pocket of no internet for some reason. It's like got this magic aura around it where it sucks up all the Wi-Fi, I think. Because now you look great.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I always look great. It's over there. Just kidding. So amazing.
You have to say it to get it to see.
Do what?
You have to come to the show to see that awesome quilt.
Have to. That's what it was. They stopped me. So vendors, quilts, and I'll be on the main stage twice a day doing demos and having way too much fun. So if you are in the Bossier City, Shreveport area, please come out and come hang out with me in person. Come say hello, come meet me, and come play with all the fun things and buy all the fun things, because I have a shopping list from like 2 other vendors that I'm like, put that to the side for me.
Oh, I get in trouble. I get in trouble at quilt shows. Speaking of quilt shows, we have another big quilt show coming up.
Yeah, we do. So Houston Quilt Festival. Yeah, we will be at Houston Quilt Festival. We have a crazy, amazing lineup. Angela Wolf, Cindy Hogan, Jerry Granada, me and Barbara.
He's
so
back.
many fun, awesome people to come hang out with and just enjoy yourself and have a great time.
We have a new ambassador from Australia named Church. She is phenomenal. She's like if Cindy Hogan had a sister, I think.
Does Cindy Hogan have a sister? I don't think she does. I don't know.
Maybe she has one in Australia. They're just so knowledgeable about the Brothers products.
So if you're going to be there, like I said, come see us. We're going to be having a lot of fun at this quilt show. So that is the Red River Quilt Show this weekend. So tomorrow and Saturday. So if you can't make one day, come to the other, or come hang out at both of them. We're going to have a good. So I've got to get back to setting the show up. But I hope you guys have a great show. It's on the Baby Lock Serger.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, guys. Y'all don't forget to give Barbara a like.
Oh man. Thank you so much, Courtney. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a wonderful little visit for our friend Courtney in Shreveport, Louisiana at the Red River Quilter Show. And she'll be there doing demonstrations on the Brothers Scan and Cut on Friday, September 13th and Saturday, September 14th. So it's going to be a good show. And we also have really good deals, up to 0% financing for 60 months and bundle offers on multi-needles and just some really, really cool stuff. So let's hang out. Let me know in the comments. I want to get a show of hands. How many of you have experience with a Baby Lock sergers? Because this is brand new for me. We're taking a first look. I literally just opened the box. So we're going to be exploring the serger together. And it's not just a serger. Let me see if I can change my camera. Here it is. This is the Baby Lock Triumph. And this is actually an 8-thread serger. Let me pull this up. And you know, it's so funny. This is maybe one of my last shows in this studio at the store, because we get all of our shipments at 3:30. I'm not sure if you can hear the trucks outside, but it's so funny. We'll have to take a tour. Oh, Darlene is getting her Triumph tomorrow. Annette has a serger and needs lessons. Marlene loves her Triumph. Okay, so I'm going to need all of you Triumph owners to help me in the comments, because I'm brand new with this. I sat down at Baby Lock Tech. I think I threaded it in 5 minutes. And oh, we have so many owners. Jackie, I love mine. Robbie from Texas, so wonderful. And I'm just in love. I love that you get 8 threads with this machine for half the price of some of the other brands. I love it that I experienced a serger where you don't have to adjust the tensions. Mind blown. Every serger that I've ever had to thread, it's like I'm teaching myself how to balance the stitch the whole time. And the fact that you don't have to do this, because this serger is specially engineered. It's Japanese engineering, actually. And I was told it's like a hook system in the machine that automatically knows. Oh, Shelda. Hi, love the Triumph. Worked for a Baby Lock dealer. Okay, Judy has a Baby Lock serger, but it's old. Love it. Yeah, a lot of people have had their Baby Locks for a very long time, because not only are they engineered in Japan, but their serger line is made in Japan. which is really amazing. It's hard to find products that are made in Japan these days, and you know anything made in Japan is extremely good quality, right? I'm just so enamored by these sergers, and that it took us so long to get these. Yeah, so also air threading. So we're going to go through a few of the like features that I know, and then maybe we can talk about some of the features that you know and like, and just get to know our new friend, the Baby Lock Triumph. So this is the top of the line, actually, serger in the line of sergers. So I'll show you on the screen. Here it is. This is our Triumph serger. This is available in, you know what? Let me double check because it says online only. It says, let me check to see if I can purchase it online. I am going on a little field trip right now and checking on that. And Triumph serger. Let's go to our website. It is. This is available for online purchase. I thought that I had to purchase this in the retail store, but if you are a customer of AllBrands.com, you could go to our website and shop online and order it there. So now I'm remembering, the only one in the line that's not available to be purchased over the internet is the new decorative top cover machine that we had a video with Lori Hernandez a few weeks ago, and that one is restricted for retail only for the first year of its launch. So in a year, you'll be able to purchase that one online. Until then, you have to come to our Austin store when we open in the fall and look at it there. So we're so excited. Oh, thank you. So Lauren put in shop Baby Lock sergers. Let's see. Oh, Shelda, another good fun feature of these machines. It threads the needles also. I'll try to show that today. And Deanne, your dog is so cute. He's got like the best eyebrows. When will your Austin store be opening? We actually signed the lease on Monday. So we'll be in the same shopping center. I think it's called Creekside. Coming, we can start moving in October 1st. So sometime October, November. So we'll see. Barbara Jones, hey Barbara. And you know what? We need to take your husband out to dinner because I think that you need to get that new Avenir. Baby Lock sergers are so reliable. Yes, they are. I'm just like enamored by the quality. All right, so let's go through some of the features that I love. Here, we'll go back on the machine. Enough of me, let's talk about the machine. And I'll check this is my other camera angle so that you guys can see it. And it's so funny how the lighting just switches, but look how pretty this machine is. Lots of buttons, but don't get intimidated because it's actually so much easier to use. Sometimes when you have a lot of features on something, it makes it easier to use, which is wonderful. So you have your foot lift up and down here, so I can raise my foot, okay? And then your hand wheel, everybody knows the hand wheel. And let's just open the door and see what's inside. Ooh, la la, what is this? Let me zoom in. This is an air threading serger. So look, there is a chain, an upper looper, and a lower looper already like here on board. I'm going to show you how to do that. I do know how to do that, and I do know how to thread it. Watch me mess up because we're on a live show, but it'll certainly be entertaining, that's for sure. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm just going to kind of talk about a few more things. So you have air threading. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 needles that are in this machine. So you can have a 4-thread overlock. So that's 2 of the needles. And then you have 3 more. What do those other needles do? Okay, so they're all chain stitch, because this is a combination chain and cover. And I'll show you kind of a sample so that those of you who aren't familiar, what is a chain? What is a serge stitch? Okay, here we go. This right here is a, is this their 4-thread overlock? Because this is a chain right here, because you see on the back. Okay, for those of you who aren't familiar, the chain stitch is like if you've ever bought the bag of feed or the bag of dog food. It's got like that loopier backside, and then the front looks just like a beautiful, this looks like a sewing machine straight stitch. And then your serge stitch, looks like a 3-thread overlock. So you got your 3 threads would be 2 threads for your looper. So your upper looper and your lower looper, right? And then the one that holds them together. So this like line right here on the inside. And then you have 1 chain here. So that's how I came threaded. And you want to know what's so funny? Right before the video started, we had like 2 minutes and I was chatting it up with Courtney and I was like, oh my gosh, where are the needles? They weren't in the box. What do I do? For those of you who maybe open your Triumph and you're like thinking that you're gonna have to go to the store in 5 minutes to buy some needles and a screwdriver, there is a secret compartment on this machine, and I'll show it to you. Here it is right here. So, and I had the time of my life finding it, but it's so funny. This just opens in and out, right? Oh my gosh, Deanne. I have to say, I can't wait to meet you too. Oh my gosh, please do. I love doggies. Okay, so I opened it, that little secret compartment. I got a little secret prize inside. And then with that, you get like your needles and your special screwdriver to put the needles in. So let's go and do that. And I'll try to lower this. And I'll show you a little trick for putting in needles that I know just from owning other sergers. All right. All right, so let's see. Come on, camera, focus, focus, focus. Probably have to zoom out just a bit. All right, do you see, right here, there's like a window. And do you see like this little reflection of a needle right there? Let me see if I can put a light on it. A lot of times when you're threading a serger, folks will not put their needle all the way up into the serger. So it's very important to look at that. I got my daylight slim light, but it's connected. Here we go. Okay, I got a little lamp here. My daylight lamp. Let there be light. Do you see right here? I'll use my scissors to point to it. Right here. Do you see those needles? Those are like little windows, and the needle has to go all the way up. What happens if your needle doesn't go all the way up? It goes too far down in the loopers, and it doesn't do the little dance. This is my light, my makeshift. If you guys don't have this daylight slim light lamp, this thing is amazing. You have to get it. We have it on our website. They're amazing. Make sure that they're all the way up, or your stitch isn't going to form, right? Okay, so here we go. And let's just put a needle in. You are, oh, Lucy, you're doing great. Thank you. You're so kind. So we had lunch with Barbara and Ron the other day, and Barbara agreed to come and to teach in our new store. So we're really excited about that, to have Barbara there. Oh, I have one of my needles here. So I put in 3, and those are my 3 chain stitch needles right here. There we go. It's hard to see from the thread. And then there's one back here that's hard to see because it's behind the needle. You see it poking through there? That's another one. It may be easier for me to move the machine than the camera. No. Let's do this. Here we go. Zoom it on in. Let's get real close. Up close and personal. Here we go. There's our needles. Look at that. Okay. So just to loosen, all you have to use is this like little Allen wrench that comes with the machine, and there's a screw right here. You just loosen it, and don't forget to tighten those back, because if you don't, the needle's probably going to fall out. But if there's no needle in it and it's loose, I know on other brands, I haven't tried it on this one, but I'm always, you know, just careful all the time. And you know, I probably should, this is a good lesson. I probably should have threaded, oh, and it's on the outside. I probably should have done the two on the right first, and then the 3 on the left, just so that it's easier for me to get my hand back there. But it's probably possible. So I'm just going to like kind of hold it in place, unscrew that. I wonder if these tweezers might come in handy for that. Let's try that. Let's see here. I'm going to put my hand on the way just for a second, just so that I can put this needle up in there. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. And then I'm going to, remember, we got to look at this little window above the needle. Don't get seasick. There it is. And make sure that it slides all the way up. Vanette, yes, that light is so awesome. I actually have it in 2 colors because I have it and I love it. And then they had a rose gold that came out, maybe limited edition, but I bought 2 just because I liked the other one so much, and I didn't even really need the other one. So maybe we'll put it in the store. Yeah, Mary. Okay, thank you, Mary. Mary says, always cover the hole under the needle in case you drop it. Well, I did learn something about the baby locks at Baby Lock Tech, and let me try to transition this slowly for you. I'm going to put the camera down here, and then I'm going to close the little door. There is a little, do you see that little thing? That is a needle catcher, so that when your needle falls underneath, it'll fall in this little thing, and it's a magnet. And you can take your needle out of the little spot. Isn't that so thoughtful? And then it just slides right back in. So I thought that that was really, really neat of Baby Lock to put that there. Now if I can just put it back in. It's a lot easier to put it back in if you lift the machine just a little bit and then just slide it back. Oh, this machine's so pretty. There we go. All right, so let's go back up to the needles, and I want to talk about the needle threader, which is so cool, and the air threading. So Baby Lock was the first. They were the first to come up with this concept of air threading sergers, and they're the only sergers that you don't need to adjust the tension dials on, because there is no tension dials. It's called ATD, Automatic Thread Delivery. So it says never worry about the tension adjustment again, and you can enjoy balanced stitches regardless of the type of fabric you're using. It lets you thread your loopers in any order. So that's wonderful. So let's open this, and I'll raise my thread. And I went ahead and I just put, I have regular cones of thread just because I embroider all the time. So I took off the large cone spools that came on it to begin with, and then I put these little guys underneath so that my thread can just rest on top. Oh, Kimberly loves her Acclaim. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm really excited. The Acclaim is the 4-thread version of this machine, and it has a lot of wonderful, it has the air threading, and it has this wave stitch function, which is pretty cool. That gives a really neat decorative effect. So getting back to threading, there is, when you get these machines, let me just move this, there is a manual, and let me rotate this real quick. How does that? Nope. Oh, well, okay, we could do this. So there is a quick thread guide that comes with the machine, and you should only have to follow this guide once, because you could pull through a lot of the threads, and most of the path is air threaded anyway. So we can follow this and thread the serger. And I've done this before, but we're live, so anything can happen, All right, so let's go ahead and we'll do the chain. So I love how on the machine, and let me show you, everything is labeled and easy to understand. So if we go from up top, do you see how it says below the threads, it'll say like chain needle. And then here it's like chain needle 1. Everything is like labeled on the machine, and it's also labeled here, so you can know like chain, lower, upper, right? Really, really cool. So let's start with the chain, okay? To start with threading, before you even touch the thread, you have to set it for threading. So there's a little knob here that says serging or threading, right? And you just set it to threading, okay? And this will enable you to use this function and this function after you turn your hand wheel. And let me see if I can zoom in on this so that you can see these little, for those of you who aren't familiar with air threading, what we're doing here is basically connecting tubes. So inside the machine, do you see there's like some thread here, but it's kind of like free floating. You see it's like there's a tube here, we see, and then there's no tube. Let's see if I can zoom in just a bit. Yes, don't forget to select threading, because if you press that air thread button, it's not going to do anything. Do you see this? This is what you're going to be looking at on the inside of the machine after you put that switch to threading right here. So threading, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my hand wheel and just watch what happens when I turn my hand wheel forward towards me, okay? And I'm gonna try to reach it without being in the shot. Ah, that's difficult. Let me go from behind. All right. Look, so it's like gonna do its full rotation, okay? We're gonna pretend there's not thread in there already. And then it's going to click. That is how you get the, oh, game changer. Yes, Kimberly, I agree. That's how you get the air threading to be able to work. So now when let's zoom out. When I press the button, it makes a noise, and that's basically like jet air that's going to be pulling my thread down through the through all of the loopers and stuff, and all the hard part where those of us who, I wear contacts, I wear glasses, I feel your pain. It is difficult to see these little nooks and crannies, and then the thread gets wrapped around things. So having an air threader is, I think, once you have it, you don't want to live without it, you know. I'm definitely not afraid to thread a serger because I've done it so much, but it's definitely something that you want to have. It's kind of like one of those features you can't live without once you experience it. So we did that. Everything's closed, but first I'm gonna just I'm gonna chain off because there's a sample piece in here, just to get the thread out of the machine. So there was some sample thread in this brand new machine. I like just opened the box. I haven't even named it yet, but this is the one that we're going to have on the floor in Austin. So all I do whenever I just want to chain off is I just keep stitching until the thread comes out of the back of the machine, right? And I don't pull it, like there's still some. Oh, Annette! Threading is my biggest fear. So it looks like there's still some thread coming through. I'm just gonna keep stitching until all the thread comes out. Wow, there's a lot of thread here. It's still coming out. Where is this? There's no cone of thread on this. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, let me know about this mysterious thread that just like continues to come out. Is there another thread in the machine that I'm not aware of? No, it was just really, really, really long. Really long. Let's make a bracelet out of it or something. Okay, so that's how I get my old thread out. You don't have to like wiggle anything around. It just stitches out. Okay, so let's get started again, and I'm gonna start from here. So, and you'll see my screen in the background because I want to see you and your comments while I'm doing this threading. At the top of the bar, this is a cool little feature here. Ooh, we have the matrix in the background. Do you see like these little brushes? I think that's really cool. And I'm still learning more about these little brushes, but I'm thinking like if there's a kink in the thread, it gets it out. It also gets like lint out. Like, you know how some of the threads can be really linty and things like that. It'll kind of brush it through, which is nice. Let's see. Oh, we got some comments. Oh, Dorothy tried the wave stitch and loved it. That's something that I haven't done yet, and I can't wait to get started with. And Judy says, I love my air threader and wave stitch. Love my ovation. And just like the ovation, if you drop the needle, it goes through to pull out under the machine. Oh, good to know. See, we're helping each other. All right, so that's how you get started. I usually put my threads on and I hang them over first so that I could start like pulling them down. Okay, so we'll go back to the side of the machine and come up here, and let's do our chain first. So I was like, where does the chain go out? Because when you get started with threading, so we're gonna have to get this started again. So you remember, you turn it to threading, and then you turn your hand wheel towards you until it clicks. Click, and then I was looking there, I heard the click, I know that we're ready to go, and it's gonna thread there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do the chain. So we're gonna take our thread, so easy. And then next I'm gonna show you how it air threads the needles, which is fun. Oh my goodness. All right, so it says chain looper here. All right, and this is it says C here for chain looper. So I know I'm going from here to here, right? Okay, so we're gonna go, I believe it's top to bottom, and let me know if I'm making a mistake there. But I think that's correct. Don't get thread wrapped around anything, Barbara. So up to down, right? And then we just want to make sure I get it right. Yep. Let me put my foot down, and then you go behind this little bar, Okay. And then there's like this little thing. You know how on the front of a sewing machine where you go down, up, down, like when you're threading your needle? It's kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to go through there. Okay, and then it comes out of this little hole right here. And that's basically all we have to do to thread our chain. That was hard, not. It was not hard at all. And then a trick that I like to do, just because, and you know what, I bet you this one is going to work, like regardless of how long of a tail that you put down, but some of the threads are, let me get this little, it had a little rubber band around it. It still has the little rubber, there we go. Okay, tweezers, I love. Okay, so you basically just take your tweezers, get like, that much thread. You see that? Let's see. You see that? Just that much thread. That's all you need. Just enough to keep it like straight. And just stick it down in that C, right? So it's laying inside, and I have like this long tail that's wrapped around this and wrapped around that. So I'm going to make sure that it's not wrapped around. And the trick is they say bring it down to your knee, the thread, and then you click the, and you know, I always just for good measure put a little bit more in, and then I'm going to kind of hold this up with my hand and then chain it through. And then look at this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Let me position the camera before I, there we go. Switch it. Look at this. There it is. That's our chain looper thread. It's ready to go. So it just kind of sits in there. You don't have to do anything with it, but I can check to make sure that it's threaded. That's so easy. I think that's like the easiest chain that I've ever done. Okay, and let's just do the loopers real quick. I'm just going to show you. Let me go from the top and get in real close. There we go. I'm going to show you the top of the machine here. So there's these like pretensions here that you definitely want to go into. So you have your upper and lower looper, and then your two serger needles here. So I'm going to take my lower looper and I'm going to make sure, probably need a thread net for this because look, my thread got wrapped around the bottom. Let me know if you guys have some suggestions for that with these new thread cone holders that I'm not as familiar with, to prevent that thread from going underneath. Perhaps this is not the right spool for that. So all you have to do is just basically click it in, and you'll hear it like, and you can like hold it like floss kind of, and just, did you hear that? Click. And then I can't even pull it out. I know it's in, right? Now, for this, I've always been taught when you thread something that goes through a tension, and I could see it inside. It's like this little symbol thing that opens. You always want to make sure that your foot's up because that opens those symbols. If it doesn't go in between those two little symbols, then it's not properly threaded and won't have tension on it. So, and you can test it by like when the foot is up, you can freely pull the thread through. And when the foot's down, I feel like I can't even, this thing is strong. Wow. Hello. That is awesome. So I'll just go ahead and do that with both upper looper and lower looper like that. Look how easy that is. All right. And then I'm going to go here and just put these behind here. Oh my gosh, this is so easy. Why did we not sell these sergers forever? I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we got into baby lock. It's amazing. And the fact that we could sell these machines online is wonderful. So I'm just going to do both loopers at the same time. This is two separate paths, right? And then I'm just going to put it in the hole. You know, if you have like a frayed edge, just like clip it with a little piece of scissor. Get your tweezers. Stick it down in. Oh, don't forget, pull it to your knee. I know I have enough. I can pull some more out. My foot is up during this because you don't want tension on that and it's not going to pull it through, right? You can like put more thread in like this, like kind of pet it in, or you can like have a longer tail and like, oh, April, you need to play on your serger. Oh my gosh, I'm a serger nerd. I'm so excited to be close to Barbara Goldgorn. She's like my idol. I love her so much. Okay, and then I just press this and look over here because this is your upper looper and your lower looper. The thread's just gonna like come out, okay? Oh my gosh, look at all that thread. If you press it for a long time, it's gonna keep threading it through. Whoa. So here's our upper looper thread and here's my lower looper thread. It's already coming out. That's amazing. Let me just like mind my thread. So I always keep my thread underneath the foot and towards the back at a 45-degree angle. So I will place the upper looper thread underneath. And you know, this may be overkill. Okay, so this one you go back. So upper looper, you just go backwards. And then the lower looper, like, if you don't do this, it'll end up over the upper looper. But I just do this because that's where it's going anyway. I put the, here we go. I put the lower looper thread. See how it's coming out of there, coming out of this one. Lower is on the bottom, upper is on the top. And then I just kind of put it so that it's over the upper looper. And then I pull it to the back. And now we have our upper and lower looper chain. Oh my gosh, it didn't take like 20 minutes to thread this machine. I love it so much. Let's talk about the needle threaders, okay? So I still have, and this is important to note because I tried earlier to thread the needle and I was like, what am I doing wrong? You have to be in the threading mode to thread the needles, okay? So because the needles are in the exact right position, and if I try to turn my hand wheel when it's in threading mode and these little things are closed, it's not going to move. So that's pretty cool. So on the camera tricks here, everybody, camera. On the side of your machine right here, there's like a little lever, right? And then it's going to say push to thread needles. And then above that, you have a little dial that says overlock and chain. So this is going to thread the right side, which is the 2 needles on the right, which are the overlock needles. And then the chain cover is like this. So let's do the overlock ones first. And then I'm going to push this down. And look at that. It just like kind of puts it into place. Wow. So this is like, it's going to suck the air through. And then it's like, they call it air threading, but it's almost like it's pulling, it's sucking it through. So maybe I'm wrong. I need to talk to a tech about that. So let's go ahead and thread just the 2 needles here. Let me get a better angle for you. Here we go. It would be so much easier in person. One day we will meet in person. Okay, so just again, like we're flossing, right? I'm gonna put it down. And I usually do both at the same time. So overlock needle 1, and oops, wrong one. Excuse me, that's just the pretension. So here's needle 1 and needle 2. And this one's closer, so I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to raise my foot so that the tension's open. It's the same thing as before. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's so nice. It's so nice to me. And I feel the tension. Thank you. All right, and then on the front of the machine, you'll see like this little bar. Let me see if I can get close to that. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2. And that's coinciding with how it's labeled up top. So I'm going to do 2 first. And we're gonna go here. And then, okay, y'all tell me if I'm doing this wrong, because I have the threading guide right next to me. Here we go. And then, oh, okay. So for this one, we're gonna go, we went up and over right here, and then we just go down straight to the needles. But there's like a little bar. Do you see these bars? And this is on sewing machines too. And I see so many people forget to put the thread behind those bars. It's on everything. So it's very rare that you'll see a sewing machine that doesn't have those little bars on it. And I'll try to get up close so that you can see them. Just a second. Here we go. This is a bad angle, but maybe you can see that. You can see that little bar. You see it right there? Here we go. Yeah. So right here and right here, the thread is going to go. Let me raise my foot so I can pull my thread through. And I'm going to put it behind that. Let's see if I can get on this camera, get a little closer. Here we go. Perfect. I think this is, you're going to be able to see this. Do you see it now? Just needs to focus a little bit. Right here. So you see this bar, and then this is the one, so there's two bars. There's one for the serger needles, and then there's one here for the chain. Okay, so let's go behind here, which I probably should do my other one first, but we're still learning on that. Okay, I'm going to be playing with this thing all the time. It's going to be this and the new Radiance. We're going to do tons of videos and education. All right, so let me go ahead and put this one down first, because this one's on the left, right? And oh, am I correct? No, I don't think I am. Let me know in the comments on that one. I'm stumped, guys. I'm stumped. Okay, this goes, maybe it goes around this way. Okay, so let's just show you we're going to look that up, and I'm going to show you how the needle threader works, okay? So I'm just going to put these two threads in. Just willy-nilly, but don't use this as a tutorial because this may be actually incorrect. And then I'm going to put my foot down, all right? Then I'm going to switch my buttons up here to overlock. You see that? Overlock. And then on the bar on the left-hand side, I'm going to push this down, and that is going to put the air threader behind the needle, okay? And this is how you thread the needles on a Triumph. Okay. You want to take your thread, snip off like a clean piece, and just like we had it in here, oh my gosh, just like this. Do you see? So I'll go ahead and I'll put it on there, get a little clean snip. And if you haven't tried Kai scissors, we are definitely going to have these in the store. These are also made in Japan. I had trouble finding that bar. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look up that at the end of this video, because I definitely want to make sure that I am correct on that. All right. So let's try to thread the needle. So I'm basically going to stick the needle into the hole, and I'm going to thread while I pull up. And do you see the thread went through the back of the needle? Do you see it hanging out there? And now all I have to do is take my tweezers and pull it out. Oh, it's just like right there. There we go. You see that? Beautiful. I love this serger. It's just wonderful. What a joy. Why can't all sergers be a joy? And then I'll lower it again. It's on the same setting. I'm going to go ahead and like get set up first. So I'm going to grab my tweezers are still your friend. Grab this, clip it, pull it down, press this straight into that hole. I hope I'm doing good for a first time, guys. And it's only solely because this is so easy to use. I literally learned this machine in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to press the air, pull up. Do you see how it went through the eye? Do you see the black thread there? So I got to let go and just pull it through. Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait to do more on this serger. But we learned some things today from each other. Let me show you too. Okay, so when you're done threading, all you have to do, here we go. All you have to do is you make sure that you turn off the threading. So do you see those little bars? They're opening so that the thread can go through freely. Good question. Aw, April, you're so kind. You're doing great in giving us all hope that we can. You know what? It's not me. It's the serger. Y'all know I mess up on this show all the time. Sometimes it's a comedy show because it's like how let's see. Does the black thread also go through the bar? Yes, it should. That's what I needed to look up is this bar thing. But we can get an answer. And we'll do more videos for sure on the Triumph, but I wanted you to experience, oh my gosh, you have to go down because we're almost out of time. But I wanted you to experience the just air threading the needles and air threading all 3 loopers and just how easy it is. And we'll do more in the future. And it'll be really exciting. So if you haven't yet, yes, Shelda says hold the thread loosely so it sucks through. Yeah, good idea. We love you too, April. Oh my gosh, you've been watching since the beginning. You're amazing. Okay, so we are going to be doing a giveaway soon, but I'm going to go ahead and check the comments too. So while I'm doing that, go ahead and don't forget to comment because we have a giveaway for a $25 AllBrands.com e-gift card. Maybe you can use it to buy serger or any other notion that you need. What a notion. That's a funny word, huh? Notion. Go ahead and do that. Oh, I want to call out Sue Harmon. Sue Herman, excuse me. New YouTube member. Welcome. Welcome to the club. We're excited to have you here. And let's see if we have any more questions. I think that we're doing pretty good. I just want to give you like a kind of overview of the line because they're so new for us. We talked today about the Triumph. This has all of the features. It has 8 threads. So it does the chain, it does the upper looper and lower looper, and it has 5 needles. So 3 chain needles and 2 serger needles. And so it does a 4 thread overlock with 3. You can do 3 chain stitches on the left. You can also unthread all of the upper looper, lower looper, and the 2 serger needles and just do a 3 thread chain. You can do a 2 thread chain. You can do so many different things. So it's like 8, 7, 6 thread stitch capacity. With 8 threads, the Triumph gives you 87 stitch combinations. Plus you can combine overlock and cover stitching for the same operation, which is really cool. All right, it also has the automatic thread delivery. So no tension dials on the front of the machine. It automatically reads, and I tested it out. It's amazing. I don't know, maybe they have a patent on it. No other serger can do that. It has the largest throat space. So, and we didn't even talk about that today. It's really nice, especially when you're doing cover hem. to be able to access not just the edge of the material. Like if your knife is not engaged and you need that extra space to maybe do some quilting on your serger. So it allows you to easily serge large projects with room to spare, and you'll be able to add those decorative stitches on top to yards and yards of fabric. Okay. Oh, we didn't even talk about on the front of the machine. There's that speed control, variable speed control. It also has a knee lifter that comes out on the front. It has the air threading for all three, the upper looper, lower looper, and chain, and all 5 needles are also air threading. It's blowing my mind. It has those amazing wave stitches, and yeah, lots and lots of videos too online on this machine. So wonderful, wonderful machine. Okay, so that's the best one. Okay, there's also, say you want to have like a dedicated, oh, so this is basically the same thing. It has a lot of the same functions. Looks like this one is the Accolade. So you see it has 8 threads on top. So it still has the 87 different stitch combinations. It has the air threading loopers, and it's cover and chain stitch compatible. I think that we're losing that 5 inches and the air threading needles on that one. Okay. And then the next one down is the Acclaim. And these are all available on our website. And these prices here are just for a limited time. Okay. I think they all change at different times this month. So the Acclaim is your 4-thread overlock serger. And all of these have the ATD, so no tension dials. Air threading loopers. Okay. And then this one has a button on the front that looks like you can thread the needle. So we'll have to look at that one. We're still learning. All right, Euphoria. This is a cover and chain stitch only. So if you get the Acclaim, the Euphoria is a really good combination to go with that, because this is a cover and chain stitch only machine. And it does the air threading for the chain, and it has 5 inches to the right of the needle, which is good for chain. Not necessarily, it's not so needed whenever you are doing a just a regular serge stitch, because you're cutting off the edge of the fabric anyway. But if you're doing a decorative top stitch, you definitely want that extra space. Okay, here's the new one. We can't sell this one online yet, so you'll have to come hop over to our Austin store when we open in the fall, and we'll have this one available. This is our decorative top cover. It's basically, it's the Euphoria, but it adds, you can see it adds 2 more threads on the left. And those go in a wiper system that makes a beautiful decorative stitch. And if you haven't seen it, go to our last video with Lori Hernandez, who's already agreed to visit us in Austin, which I'm so excited about. She's amazing, to see that beautiful stitch. Okay, this is the Victory. Okay, so this is one step down from the Acclaim. You can see it's a little bit smaller, but this one still has ATD, automatic thread delivery, and it still has the threading for the loopers. Okay, so just a little reliable machine, and all of these are free shipping and made in Japan. Wow, amazing. All right, Celebrate. Okay, so this one, you see we get down to the tension dials on the front. So you do have to set the tension on this one. But you get that really low price. And this is one is still made in Japan. Okay, Japanese engineering, just a good quality serger. And it does have the jet air threading, so it will thread the loopers for you. And then our entry level price point, this one's actually not made in Japan or engineered, Japanese engineered that I'm aware of. This one is just a good quality, very, very low price if you're just getting started. But I would really suggest, if you're wanting to start serging, that you go ahead and get the air threading. Oh, my little threader's in the way. Sorry. You get the air threader because you're going to be set up for success. You get the ATD, the automatic thread delivery, because if you're just starting serging, you don't want to have to learn all of it's like driving a manual car. You don't want to have to learn all that. Life is so much simpler with the wonderful benefits that Baby Lock provides. Oh, look, we have some questions maybe. Here we go. I need that light. Okay, hold on. Not at the end yet. Oh my gosh, Barbara, you are so sweet. You're so sweet. And I can't wait to see you again. I hope you come to the Houston Quilt Festival. AllBrands will be there in the Brother booth. We're not selling Baby Lock at that show, so don't try. We're selling Brother at that show. You can order them on our website. But we will have the new Avenir by Brother there, which is going to be really exciting. And yeah, and we're going to have a Japanese engineer there, and we're going to have 3 of them going. Angela Wolf's going to be there, Jerry Granada, and we're crossing our fingers that the software is completed in time. The machine is going to be running and available in November. Crossing fingers. New store, new machine, exciting stuff. Very cool. And it is 10 minutes away from your house. That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and do our giveaway. I'm sorry we went over 2 minutes. I just got really excited. I love that machine so much. And I will share my screen, and we will do a giveaway for our $25 allbrands.com e-gift card. Here we go. 47 entries today. Wow. That's actually really awesome for serger video. All right, who's going to be our winner today? Ms. Marian, congratulations. Please email me at events@allbrands.com with your name, number, and address to claim your $25 allbrands.com e-gift card. I'll flash it up on the screen just a little bit longer. It was a pleasure, everyone, hanging out with you today. And I hope that you are inspired to do something creative and take a look at the tools in your room and use them to the best of their ability, because it's really cool, this hobby that we have, and these amazing manufacturers and engineers that give us really cool, neat features that we can thrive. So I hope that you guys have a very wonderful day. This is actually maybe the last video that you see in this studio. So second to last, maybe, because I'm moving next week to Texas. So John and Courtney will still live in Louisiana, and I'll be in Texas. I can't wait. Love you guys so much. Bye.